Okay. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Sigma Alliance Podcast Network. This is Brendo Macabo, and I'm being joined with Admiral Thrawn
Hello, I'm GL of Sigma Chi.
and Cam.
Hey, I'm a content creator and I'm part of Sigma Alliance Mandalorians.
And then Sith.
Hey guys, I'm Sith. Um, I'm part of. I'm leader of Alpha, Sigma Alpha, and the whole of Sigma as a whole.
Yeah, then I roll with the Guild Gamma as well. So today we're going to be talking about the new update, which is the BB8 update. And, I can imagine there's some strong emotions. And I was talking to Seth here, who's doing his last minute first order grinding here. So, guys, what do you think about this new BB8 legendary event?
Well, firstly, I'd like to correct you. I'm failing my last minute first order grinding rather than doing it.
It'll be a glorious failure.
Yeah. Well, I set out knowing was going to fail. When they announced that we'd need first order, I checked out my first order characters, because I couldn't quite remember how they were at, and I was happy to see that my first order stormtrooper was a 2-star, and that my officer was not unlocked, and my Xylo was also not unlocked. Um, I am kind of stupid because I think a lot of people kind of guessed first order were going to be needed for something and started farming them, but I missed the boat on that, and now I'm going to miss BB8. So yeah, sick.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with missing BB-8. I think first time around, he's not going to be a meta game. I mean, I'm way in advance of the podcast ideas, but like what I'm trying to say here is I don't think BB-8 is going to be that huge of a game changer. Just kind of a nice legendary character, kind of like the level that Emperor Palpatine and Yoda are at right now in terms of like the new characters, the legendary characters that are added to the game. I don't think BB-8 is going to be that big. I don't think droids are going to make a comeback. And I just don't, if you don't have your first order, like don't worry about it. You're going to get them the second time around if you focus on it. I was lucky to farm my offense mods because I really just wanted to get all the mod challenges done. So I got that done about 4 months ago, and I have a video on it. And it was an interesting experiment. I have all the first order characters 5 stars, so I will unlock BB-8, but there's not much else I can do with him because he's only going to be useful in probably raids. He's in territory battles. He's not going to be very useful in arena.
Well, that's what I think too. I think it's pretty much going to be all raids, and yeah, raids and territory battles is where he's going to shine. I don't see him in arena. Do you guys see any chance that a 70 or 80 turn cooldown could have any use in any team?
No, I mean, even if you get that down, like so many of the game changers have already said, like there's no way on defense that 70. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm back. Did everyone's connection run out or what?
I think so.
I think we got a little bit of a Discord foobar.
Yeah, I was sitting here, I saw everyone else leave, then come back, and then I left and came back. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Well, the last thing I heard was that you were saying that there's no way on defense that a 70 turn cooldown would work.
Yep. There's no way. All you have to do is ability block him maybe with one, so like, Nihilus dispelling Thrawn's speed up or Boba Fett. I mean, it hinders his progress a lot.
I kind of wonder. It's interesting. I kind of wonder if they unless something gets changed in the droid rework, I wonder if it was just a tune that was sort of like just made with no intention or no awareness to arena and how arena works.
Well, another thing I've also heard, the reason why they're adding like old Han, veteran smuggler Han and veteran smuggler Chewbacca, they're trying to get all the Force Awakens characters out now. For some reason, like their contract ends for like games. I don't really know the exact reason why.
I heard the same vague thing about like a time, that since Han died, they couldn't get not an active character and they had to get him out with the new year, which I don't quite understand because, they have like some, extended universe characters in the game, so I don't quite understand how that works.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand that because if like a new game came out and they wanted to add like Force Awakens characters in, they'd probably want to add Han.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
well, I wonder, do you guys get the vibe that we might have like a hero's journey type thing with Jedi Rey?
we could, but I think we'll finish Jedi
Please
Luke
don't.
first.
I feel like Luke's going to be. I don't see another Luke event, Jedi, like a real Jedi Luke. I don't see that until next summer myself. I mean,
That's very possible.
That's a game-changing character. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm dropping game-changing characters every 3 to 6 months.
Yeah, I mean, he's the only character that can be unlocked at 7 stars, so.
Yeah, and I mean, he's basically has a built-in Zeta. He has 3 other Zetas on top of that. He's completely dominated Arena. I mean, he owns the Rancor himself. So, I just don't see them hitting an upgrade to him 6 months after the fact. But who knows the way to go. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. My thing with BB8 isn't really that I'm looking at him for Arena. It's just that I just, for some reason, I'm compelled to get whatever is shiny and new.
I, for one, welcome our new robotic overlords.
Right? Yeah, and I mean, the prospect of a droid rework is, that's been long coming. I mean, droids have been irrelevant since I started playing the game. And I started playing the game November of 2016. I think that was like the tail end of the Poe droid meta. And that was a bad meta, by the way. I mean, we talk about like Maul being bad or, but like, the Poe droids and old Ben before that must have been a nightmare. But I digress. Now, one thing we were talking about as well, I think the biggest thing in this update is the shard shop and affordable gear, attainable gear now. Have you guys tapped into that yet?
Yes, I've been grabbing I think mostly just like stun guns and stuff, which are like, what are they, 6 for?
Yeah, stun guns, stun cuffs, great deal in there.
Yeah, they're like, what, 6 for 150 shards or whatever? Or
190 max. It's under 200. I mean, it's bonkers. It basically works out. I think I read somewhere on Reddit that the conversion is 1 extra character shard for 1 piece of like salvage. It's a really friendly.
That's pretty good. Now, what I love about it also is that there's heroic AAT gear in there, such as those Mark 10 little Halo tactic pieces. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about exactly, but go ahead.
There's also G12 gear for cheap.
Mm-hmm. The health pieces, the 900 health Mark 6 droid collars are in there. The shard shop, it's gotten some light. Now, I was saving up my shard shop currency because I had a feeling they were going to change something with it. I didn't think they were going to change the gear. I was honestly just getting ready to farm Paplu and Lawgrave for the guild for territory battles to fill up those
How much did you save?
I have 25k right now.
Nice.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
So I was honestly gonna spend even all I have like 10k arena currency and 20k galactic war currency. I've got nothing left to farm in the guild shipments anymore. The guild store, excuse me. So I'm loading up on shard shop currency and I'm exchanging it all for gear. It's great. What I'd really like to see though is fully crafted options every now and then. I'm running out of droid collars still. I'm running out of I love to buy in bulk is the main message. I think that's what I want.
If they could bulkify that would feel really good. I'm kind of kicking myself because about a week before they did this, I bought a full furnace out of there, so that was like 6,300, and I dropped. I think I have like 7,000 left, but shard shop, it's definitely enticing. I mean, you just passively collect so many shards per day. It's just nice to actually, and I know a lot of people were kind of upset about the losing gear out of the ship, fleet shipments. But really, I did not. I'd only buy gear out of there if I was like, if one buy would get me a full piece. I pull the trigger on it. But usually it was just Zetas and rare ships. So
see, for me, it was kind of the opposite. I went all in on gear. I didn't really have any, I didn't have any motive to get a good Zeta team. There haven't been that many Zetas, honestly, in like Arena that have been super big in my opinion. Of course, you can mention like Zeta Barris That would be probably one that stayed, relevant. But I mean, like, you don't need to Zeta Luke Skywalker's leadership ability. You don't need to Zeta Luke Skywalker's uniques to be good. You can Zeta Han Solo. That makes him pretty darn powerful. But I mean, you don't. Most of the Zetas are for Rancor or Heroic 18 now. But so I didn't really have any incentive. So I'd always farm up the gear. I was always gearing up different types of characters, and then now I've kind of decided just to go all in on Zetas. It's actually kind of nice how they changed it. They changed it just at the right time for me because I don't really have very many characters left to gear. It's just kind of Zetas, and then it's also just kind of grinding and getting whatever else needs to be done. I'd really like Thrawn event to come back.
It is.
Yeah, they announced that. That was the last sentence actually of that update. Let me scroll down here. It says, "What's ahead? A team rises from the ashes stronger as a familiar foe returns."
Yeah, so hopefully that means Thrawn.
Yeah, well, I mean, what do you guys interpret that? Because there's been a little bit of debate as what it means by saying a team rises from the ashes stronger. Do you guys think Phoenix is a Zeta? Do you think they're going to get another character?
General Hux? Oh, sorry, guys.
Weird. The stronger part seems weird. Rising from the ashes is obviously Phoenix because Phoenix is blah 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 mythology. But the stronger part, is that just like them just throwing it in there randomly, or does that have like a deeper meaning, like you're saying, like maybe they're getting a Zeta or a slight rework or something?
Yeah, that's what I was pointing out. Or if they just meant, like, if it's their way of saying, you've been gearing them, right, assholes? Like, I kind of wonder if that's just them trolling us, or if they're actually going to substantively beef up that team. You know what? One thing I'll tell you right now, I'd love to see, who's the other Fulcrum guy, Callus or something like that?
Yeah.
I'd like to see a new Phoenix character, so him, or if they made Fulcrum Ahsoka Tano Phoenix, that'd be pretty cool.
Another thing to keep in mind, guys, is that... Oh, go ahead.
Well, sharing her unique would be awesome. I mean, they would be eating debuffs left and right.
But she's not Phoenix, though.
I know, but, I'm just wondering if maybe they'll tag her as Phoenix with the new season coming out.
There aren't any more Phoenix characters right now, though. So...
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Like, if that means when they said that the team rises stronger, are they? Is it possible to get another character? Are they going to give him a Zeta?
That's what I was thinking. They're going to give characters some Zetas. I mean, think about it. The Phoenix characters all share uniques, so that means that, and they're all Omegas. They're all Omega uniques, which means that they can still upgrade to the next level. Some of them have options to do so. I can't imagine if there were some, new, how they add like those new abilities, like BB8 has secret intel, Master Yoda has master's training. If they had something like that to a Phoenix team where they all can share it, I can see a very deadly team, because Phoenix, to be honest, isn't that bad. I mean, you look at territory battles, you look in Heroic AT Phase 4. I mean, I put my Phoenix team that's all Gear 8 in Phase 4. I don't topple, but I just go for the main hall. I can get my 2% with that team pretty easily. I mean,
maybe
they gain protection like crazy, so they're not that bad, and they have room for improvement, which could maybe change the game again.
Maybe they'll give each of them a Zeta on their unique.
Well, here's a question, and this maybe you guys could tell me: has there been a time when they've given a Zeta ability to a character ability that had an Omega? I was under the impression that it was only the abilities that didn't have Omegas.
Yeah, you're right. There's no Zeta after the Omega.
Okay, so then unfortunately it wouldn't be on a unique. It would either be, I don't see them Zetaing her leadership ability, because I think that's Omega'd. There are, like, Ezra has one or two abilities that don't have an Omega. At least one, which is one I'd really like to see, Zeta Ezra. But I don't know. Chopper, I think, has a couple Zeta options. Yes, I don't really know. I mean, that's just my vibe when I read that, was that they were going to somehow make Phoenix stronger, which would be super awesome, because now they're, I mean, like you were saying, I mean, they're surprisingly effective in territory battles and galactic war and in raids. They're just missing a DPS piece from my perspective.
Yeah. I see that argument. Another thing that'd be nice, if the Phoenix squad could solo the Rancor, have something to do with turn meter, because Zeb can put stagger, but nobody really can remove turn meter. If there was a way that, anytime a Phoenix character uses a basic, all allies gain 10% turn meter and have a 50% of removing 20% turn. I don't know, just stuff like that maybe would help out. In some cases, like the small things can make a big difference,
For sure.
especially when everybody's attacking.
Whatever helps me to get Thrawn to 7 stars. He's only 5 stars, and that's got to change. So.
Have you seen my name? Do you know how long I've waited for Thrawn to come back?
Are you ready? Are you ready this time?
I mean, I wasn't ready last time, and in my defense, it was because I started literally the week before he came out.
Well, I think we all did. I mean,
No. Started the game.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so you're very new to the game. Okay.
Right. But right now I have them all Gear 8 Omega Uniques, except for Ezra. Ezra is Gear 9.
Well, you're ahead of me because I don't have I'm.
Oh no, I started doing this like a month or two ago because I was like, I'm not missing them.
Yeah, you should be good. Just put some good mods on them, and they'll be ready to. You'll be cooking with grease.
I'll be moving my arena mods over because they autoed Emperor Palpatine death with no losses at 7-star with those mods on, and like they've only gotten a little stronger since then.
I don't put mods on mine, to be honest with you, and they can do Galactic War. I mean, sometimes they struggle on the 6th node, but they could get up to the 9th sometimes if they're lucky.
Oh yeah, mine did the same thing without mods, so that's why I put good mods on them for Thrawn.
They do 5 out of 6 on the territory battle one, so that's, I mean, I put mods on them, and I think they'll be, Thrawn capable.
That's exactly my hope.
Yeah, so that's, I mean, it's nice to have Thrawn back, That was quicker than I thought it was going to be. And, but yeah, do you guys have anything more you want to talk about Phoenix or Thrawn?
Not really. Just for me, actually, it feels like it's been, gosh darn, it's been forever. It's been since like May, right? I don't know. It's felt like a long time.
What's that? You kind of broke up.
I said I just feel like it's been a long time since Thrawn came back. I know you said the opposite. I don't know. It just like I really want Thrawn to come back soon, and so I kind of want the time lapse between the legendary events to be shorter, just a little bit now, because if you didn't get CLS, you're really struggling every day, and it stinks. And I didn't get CLS, and I farmed him every day, so. That's kind of a problem. I really want them to bring it back prior to even November, but they won't. They'll probably bring it back for Christmas, which is going to stink, but it is what it is. It's just like, I really want him because, now he's needed for territory battles. So that's also kind of like, could you please bring him back? I don't know. Just a thought. I really like CLS. I just wish I had him. And everybody, everybody's kind of the same boat. You either have him or you want him.
There's a cost to being free to play, Cam.
I mean, somewhat, I guess. I don't know. I still feel like the free-to-play players, like, I spent 3 refreshes a day and 5 on the last day. I think I should have probably gotten my CLS. If there was like maybe sometimes they should do like a 100% drop rate on, a character. That would maybe change the aspect of farming, because I was super close on Old Ben, but like 1 shard away from having CLS and being ranked 1 easily every day to not having CLS and then being in the 30s and then have to climb your way up in arena every day. I don't know. It's just a big difference for one shard. So just thought that was a little tangent.
Now, Seth, you were chiming in there. I saw. What did you have to say?
Well, I was just saying that there is a small price for being free to play, as we can see in Cam's example.
Yeah. I mean, you got to pay to win in this game. It's unfortunate. They do a very good job marketing that. Like, I found myself looking at the one Palpatine pack they used to have, the $40 one, and it's a garbage pack, but I was like, holy smokes, there's Hoth Rebel Soldier charts there. And I'm like, nope, must maintain my composure.
Yeah, for me, it's always like, it's a game I enjoy playing. if I really am enjoying it, maybe it's worth, I played a lot, maybe it's worth spending a couple. But for the most part, it's kind of like, I don't know. I value money a little different. I'm not going to tell anybody how to spend their money. So, everybody has their own opinion, and that's great. And if they love the game, do what you want,
Yeah, I feel that. It's just a little bit of time. That's all it does.
I don't think I want to know how much I've spent on this game already. So.
Yeah, me either. I'll be depressed.
Well, speaking of which, the first order packs and bundles, I look at those and they look like they're garbage to me, even if you're.
Yeah, they are. They are garbage.
In the group one, it's like seems kind of cheesy to me to go for that because most people I would guess would have Phasma for sure. Kylo's common too. I mean, Kylo is one of the more popular Zetas when you look on swgoh. So most people have Kylo ready. I mean, Stormtrooper and TIE Pilot are the big ones, but I just don't see a value there. So, I mean, the pack suck. That's my opinion on that one.
I had got it because it pushed me up a lot, and I only had one of those. I think I wasted only the Kylo shards on that.
Well, then that's not bad, though.
Right. The rest were useful because I didn't have any of the other ones 7-star. So that pushed Phasma just up under 7-star, actually, so I was able to complete her easily. Blah, blah, blah.
How's your resistance? Because they have a resistance faction pack now.
I don't touch the faction packs.
Well, I know, but I'm assuming that might be a signal that you might want to get your resistance up soon if you don't.
Oh, no, I've been slowly grabbing my resistance as I can. Like, I have all of them at 4-star except for Poe, Rey, and R2, who are 5-star or 6-star, 5-star, 5-star.
I'm actually working on resistance right now because I'm gonna miss first order.
What are you short on?
Well, I've got a full 7-star squad except Finn, who's 5. And Finn can go to G10. He's just lacking 2 gold bounties. R2 is G10. Rey is G11. So then it's just Trooper and Poe to farm. Or gear.
Trooper is going to be one you probably want to get a little advanced start on because he does not appear much in the guild store.
No, he's 7-star. It's just a gear.
Oh, okay. Then you're in a good spot.
Yeah, he's the
Yeah, once you put the furnace on him to get him to gear 8, he's pretty much an automatic gear 10.
Yeah, you're 100% right there. I love the resistance. I mean, I only see him getting better in the game. They already can hang with any team no matter what because of the Finn Resistance Trooper Poe combo, and it just keeps getting better and better with the additions of more characters. So there's no wrong way, like there's no wrongdoing in investing in the Resistance, especially since they can solo Phase 4 with Heroic AT.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you see BB8 coming in and helping them on the raids much? And if so, who would you say replacing?
You
I don't
probably
know resistance that well.
You probably cut R2 in Phase 2, or Pilot in Phase 2, and then in Phase 4, I mean, you need Rey in Phase 4.
No, I don't think you cut anybody in Phase 4. I think the Phase 4 team only works as is. I think BB8, he adds the potency. Maybe he could replace R2, because R2 doesn't do much besides the support and the stealth. But with the secret intel buff, they're going to be, having huge potency numbers. So they're going to land all their exposes. I mean, the 25% potency versus, I think, 10% potent. Well, actually, R2's number crunch gives 50% potency because he's resistance, and as is the rest of the team. So actually, R2 might hold his place.
I think BB8 would only be a Phase 2 character if my mental math is correct.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, R2 just, like I said, the resistance is just solid. They're just good.
Well, I like say they're the best free-to-play. I mean, not only are they the best team probably now in all phases of the game, but they're a free-to-play team. So, that gives them, that alone.
Yeah. Yeah, that's well said. Well said. And they're just, the key message here is they're just going to keep getting better. There's no wrong in investing in the first order. Or resistance.
Pretty easy to gear as well.
Pretty what?
Easy to gear.
Yes, they are, except for Resistance Pilot, who's quite annoying.
See, I didn't get up Resistance Pilot because I don't really care about the Phase 2 of Rogue AT. I'm all in for Phase 4 because you can do more damage with that team if you, of course, date Array, which is kind of iffy. But like, Resistance Pilot is probably one of the worst of the ones to gear, like you said. Like, I think she requires like 2 or 3 Carbontes, a lot of the tenacity piece. I mean, it's just not pretty compared to the rest. So
yeah. He's worse than any of the named characters. And she's twice as bad, pretty much. Like, she took a Carboni to get to G8. That's my most annoying character. If they need a Carboni, like 3 of the Phoenix people, to get to Gear 8, you've already lost me. I mean, that's just mean-spirited.
And that's true. I mean, that's how I feel too. Whenever I see our Carbonti, I'm like, ugh, another one? I don't have any left to give. I'm not going to give it to somebody who I'm only going to use once. So, we value our Carbontis because we need them. Thrawn, General Kenobi, R2-D2, they amassed like 1,200 Carbontis alone. It's like insane.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't, on the subject of First Order, isn't Phasma, doesn't she need our Carboni for Gear 8?
I think so. Or no, maybe she gets a Furnace. I think she gets a Mark V stun gun.
I can pull her up.
Yeah, pull her up. It's from Gear 7 to 8. I think she needs a Carboni, which I believe I'm on. I never geared Phasma
to 8 when Carbontis weren't.
She needs a Furnace and a stun gun.
Yeah,
well, that's from 9, I'd assume. What's Gear 7 to 8?
No, I just said Gear 8. I think.
No,
that's for Gear 8. swgoh is hard to read.
The next one down.
Yeah. Yeah, she needs a Carbonti.
Now, Sith, what were you saying?
I was just saying I geared her a long time ago. So
back when she was decent.
Well, back when Carbontis weren't.
She was a leader.
A gear grind.
Yeah.
Double drops. How are you guys doing on your double drops?
I'm just grabbing all of them I can, even the Kylo one. Even though I have him at 7, just because the rest of the double drop of it is so worth it. And with the new shard shop.
Shard shop and Kylo. Not a bad play. Converting Kylo Ren into gear.
Basically what I'm doing, and it's working out.
That's not a bad idea. I've been farming Hoth Han again for the guild. I'm kind of taking one for the team. That's the attitude I've had lately. And I mean, I'd love to farm Kylo, but I already have him 7 stars. I already have Phasma 7 stars. I'm going to be farming First Order Officer, First Order Officer, First Order Stormtrooper, and First Order TIE Pilot out of their respective areas. And that's how I've been handling, really. The First Order Officer, of course, doesn't have double drops because he's not available in the node. He's available in the Cantina Battle shipments. So, I'm taking my time. I'm spending a lot of normal energy right now, especially with the 5 battles. That really helps out with farming them because I can't imagine what the game would be like right now if you can only do 3 battles a day still. Like, I'm glad they changed that, and I hope that kind of stays permanent because it helps a lot with farming.
Yeah, I think, it's a little disappointing, but I finished First Order TIE Pilot the hard way. Because I knew the First Order was coming, and that would happen to be the first character that I finished up. And if I could do it again, I would have got Stormtrooper, because it is nice to see Pilot in shipments. I feel like I kind of bungled that one. Oh, the fleet shipments. That's changed quite a bit from the characters. I have noticed this, though, since they changed it, I've only seen one Fulcrum Ahsoka Tano, so RNGesus has not been kind to me there.
Yeah, I mean, but honestly, I don't see Fulcrum. Like, I don't know why you'd farm Fulcrum Ahsoka. In all honesty, like, she's fine, but she's not like that great. She's okay, I mean, yeah.
I want to try her in a Luke team with R2 and Leia. I feel like that might be fun.
Yeah, I mean, and she's also actually she's good for heroic AT. Problem with her that I've always had, I always will have, is that she's a pain in the butt to gear. She's like one of the more annoying people to gear. She needs all the gear in demand, so I decided not to farm her.
Compared to the clones you found her hard to gear, because I have avoided clones because of their gear needs.
Oh, I haven't even looked at the clones because I don't see them having very much use in the game. They haven't had very much. I mean, okay, hold on, just let me finish. They can solo phase 4, right? Or they can do huge damage phase 4, but they aren't using anything else. So like I like to use people that have like multiple investments, multiple like uses in the game, so I don't waste time and resources
I
and
agree
gear.
with that.
So that's why I went for the Resistance Zeta team for soloing.
It's a better return on investment. In phase 4, you're talking about the same solo for the most part. They do have the Ray Zeta, which seems like a pain. But
yeah, I did it. I wasn't, I can't say I loved doing it, but I did do it, and I don't know. I think it was probably worth it. We'll find out tonight because I'm making a video about it tonight, but also I failed last time really bad. Like the B2 got full turn meter because I forgot to daze him right at the end of the topple. It dispelled everybody, toppled. I tried force closing the app and didn't work, and so I was crushed. And my team got like 2%. It was horrible. So that was a bad day.
Those are the videos people should watch because that's reality right there. You need to know what real life has to do.
I hate to go into the strategy, but if you daze the B2s, you're set because Poe is just going to keep reducing turn meter, and they're not going to gain any turn meter, and you can just keep toppling forever. But if you mess up, that's 13 million damage. That's from 100,000 or whatever to 13 million. I mean, one small mistake, if you forget to buff everybody, you lose.
Yeah. No.
So
anything that if your explosives don't all go off, See, that's my problem with Resistance, and it's like they're a great team. Totally recognize that. But if there's a roadblock, they're not the most adaptable if something goes wrong, it's a little bit hard for me to recover from that. And that'd be my only negative that I'd have for Resistance. Everything has to go right. And when it does, they're amazing.
Yeah. When everything goes right, they're unbeatable. But if they don't land the one expose or, they happen to not stun or whatever, it's really tough to come out of that.
All right. Now, I think that's, I should say that I did want to say this, not to toot my own horn, but double drops. I found that if I spend about 500 crystals a day, over the past day, I got 46 shards for Sword of Stormtroopers. So I have to say that I love me some double drops, and I wish they did those more. I think at this phase in the game, in this lifespan of the game, double drops are not a bad thing. Double drops, especially in the cantina, anywhere you could get them, are amazing.
Yeah, I agree. I love double drops, but I kind of like the old traditional double drops where they wouldn't just do characters, but rather they do, bam, here's double drops for everything.
Yeah, gear, that's like once a year they do that. It's a pain.
Yeah, but it's exciting.
Maybe that'll be our Christmas gift this year from CG.
Their Christmas gift will be another exciting opportunity for us to spend money.
Their Christmas gift will be Gear 13.
Yeah. Here's a crystal gift. We're going to level 90, guys.
Their Christmas gift for us will be a way to get their Christmas gifts.
Stuff our stockings. All right, guys. I think that's pretty much it on the update. I mean, overall, just maybe some parting thoughts here. I'm pleased. I love a new legendary character. I love me a panic farm. That's the bedrock of this game is panic farming, and
he looks fun. I'm looking forward to unlocking him.
yeah, I just want to play around with him a little bit and see what he does in some raids. So hopefully I can get him to 7 stars. But I think the big thing, the big takeaway from this is the shard shop gear. I mean, that's
that's like the greatest thing.
Game changer. Game
it is
changer.
a game. Yeah. Still won't kill the gear grind, but it'll definitely put a bandage on a massive head wound.
I'll take it at this point, you know.
Yeah, and we'll say thank you. Thank you.
So take advantage of it before Capital Games finds out that everybody's totally using it, because it actually helps the players.
Yeah.
And they change.
All
No,
right,
I'm just
guys,
kidding.
parting thoughts here from all of you.
I'm excited for all the new content. I'm looking forward for Thrawn coming back. Got to start hoarding gear for him.
Yeah, gear grind chapter.
I'm looking at his gear list right now. It's like, oh yeah, he only needs 400 Carbantes.
Yeah, he's a Carboni whore, man. It's rough. It's real rough.
And then 150 plus of Mark IV and Mark V stun guns. Boy.
Yeah, the stun guns are the killer.
They all are. Everything is.
Yeah, it all adds up. All right, so just to sign off here, thanks for tuning in to the Sigma Alliance Podcast Network. As when we have the ability, like, share, and subscribe. And hope you guys all have a great day.